What did you do right this past year? That is a question I encourage you to ask yourself as we approach this new year. Because when you are going back and looking at the goals you set for yourself in the beginning of the year and seeing maybe what targets you didn't hit, it is so easy to feel down on yourself because you didn't hit them. But what did you do right? Because we live in a duality. Just like you have to breathe in to breathe out and you have to breathe out to breathe in. Life is in contrast. And if you allow yourself the opportunity to see the wins, you can give yourself a pat on the back for the things that you did good. Because what is the point of reaching goals and what is the point of setting goals if we never reward ourselves for the wins? You're always going to be setting that next goal to get to, and there are always going to be bumps in the way and things where we have to learn from. And if you chastise yourself for those bumps instead of allowing yourself to also enjoy the wins when they come along, the journey's not going to be that fun. Now, I really recommend that we do this on a monthly basis and on a weekly basis, because that's a really great way to track and set analytics for ourselves, because we can be more conscious about the goals that we're setting for ourselves, how we're meeting them, what we're doing instead. For example, maybe you set a goal to do something, but you didn't even get to it. What did you do instead? Get curious about if you get distracted or if there are other things that you prefer to do. There are other goals that are more important to you to hit, where maybe in the beginning of the month, the beginning of the year, you thought those were the goals that were the most important ones to hit, but instead your priorities were somewhere else. What about those priorities made you go to them? And if you got distracted, what made you get distracted? Goal setting in life and reaching the dreams and desires we want, it's a learning process, and we're not going to be the same person we were at the beginning of the week, the beginning of the month, the beginning of the year, or even at the beginning of the day, because life is growth and we're constantly evolving. Part of constantly evolving is allowing ourselves to consciously evolve, allowing ourselves to reflect on what we did good, allowing ourselves to reflect on what we can learn from, celebrating the wins, and also learning from the lows, not completely chastising ourselves for the lows, because all you can do is do better the next day and move forward. The past is in the past and you can't do anything about it, but this moment, this very moment right now, is where you can move forward and use those wins to propel you forward and use those learnings to propel you forward. I want to wish you a very, very happy new year. Make this new year a new day, a new month, a new week, everything that you want to make it and more. Celebrate you. You deserve to make your life most inspired, most successful life. And if you're seeking the tools to make the changes that you need to make, but you just don't know how to apply for the Inspired Mastermind, this is an opportunity for JDs and attorneys to come together in an intimate group setting and grow together and become those most inspired attorneys that you want to be. Use the link in my bio or the one below to apply.